Tom Brady was on the live Stephen A. Smith show, and Stephen A. asked him a few interesting questions. Tom Brady spoke on the greatness of Patrick Mahomes and mentioned that Patrick Mahomes would have been better if he played in the old school way of football where the game was much more tougher. He also praised Mahomes' talent and his leadership on and off the field. Stephen A. then asked him who the biggest threat to the Chiefs in the AFC was, and Brady mentioned the Bills and Bengals because of quarterback play, which is a bit questionable in my opinion. It seems like Stephen A. was pushing for the Ravens, which I don't get because Mahomes is 4-1 against the Lamar Jackson-led Ravens, and Stephen A. is always quick to point out that Joe Burrow is 3-1 against Patrick Mahomes. Stephen A. also asked Brady who the greatest threat to the Chiefs in the NFL was. Check out Brady's response. Check out the video. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Hit that like for the algorithm and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.
Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes in 6 years, 6 AFC championship games, 4 Super Bowl appearances, 3 Super Bowl titles, 3 Super Bowl MVPs. We look at him and we say he's great. I don't know if I've heard anyone ask this question of a quarterback. A lot of times when we look at greatness today, we compare them to generations. What would they have been if they had played in a different generation? When you look at somebody like a Mahomes, for example, what would he have been in the era of football you just praised?
Yeah, I think he would be better. And I'm saying he's already great.
He's already great.
I mean, believe me, he's, in my opinion, the best quarterback in the NFL. And why? I could talk about his physicals because, you know why? When I look at him and I see why he's great, I see the way that he's endeared himself to his teammates. I see the joy they have when they're out there playing together. So I love when I see his rapport with his teammates, with his coaches, how he communicates after the game. I'm listening to the press conferences as much as I'm watching him throw a tight spiral, because that's ultimately what that position is about. Yeah, it's about your ability to be physically gifted and run and throw on the move and drop his arm angle and read coverage and throw the ball deep. It's also about how the message you're creating every day to your fans, to your teammates, to your coaches, how you present yourself on the field, off the field, how you handle wins and losses. That to me is just as important in the development of a player. And I think the challenge that I see with him as he gets older, he's not as young as he was, and can he relate to the young players? I believe he will. He's now had a degree of success. Does that continue to motivate him? That's going to be up to him. There's going to be a lot of things that now happen in his life, with his children, and as he grows that are probably external from football. How does he deal with those? I believe he's got a good foundation to deal with those.
The number one threat to the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC is whom?
I would say it's, man, all those teams are going to be tough. I think it's still the Bills or the Bengals, just because I think the quarterback play.
The Bills and the Bengals more than the Ravens?
They're right up there.
Okay.
But I would say, you know, and they're exceptional. The Ravens have to, I think, be more successful in the postseason for me to feel like, okay, you know, they're right there. The Bengals have made it to the Super Bowl. Okay. The Bills have been in championship games.
That's right. He's got a 3-1 record against Patrick Mahomes. Got to give him credit where credit is due. The number one threat to the Chiefs in the entire NFL.
I think it's probably still the 49ers and the Packers, I think, are going to be a great team. And you know what? I think the Rams are going to be a good team this year, too. Very good offense, good receiving core. They lost Aaron Donald. Nobody can replace him. That guy's first ballot Hall of Famer. But they've drafted really well. They got a really underrated defense. That's going to be a team to watch, too.